さあゲームが始まります。男子シングルス4回戦、ボリス・ベッカーとパトリック・ラフター、最後までサービス練習をしているベッカーです。ラフターはサンプラスにヘンマンに敗れた時よりも非常に気力は充実しているという話をしています。ラフターのサービスからです。
First set, Rafter to serve. Ready, play.
これがラフターの形です。
15 love.
Interesting to see how soon Boris Becker can tune into what he's got to do to return this serve.
$30 love. First game.
Well, after the delay of 2 days, Pat Rafter can't ask for a better start than that. And he, of course, is the number 2 seed. Boris Becker, these days unseeded, but with a record, in particular, on this centre court that's still at rising 32 at the end of the year, makes him a threat in the view of many people. 3 times a winner here and 4 times the runner-up, including in 1991, to the man who's sitting with me in the commentary box, Michael Stich.
Hi.
Now, what has Becker got to do to upset the seeding here?
Keep winning, I assume, but I think he's playing well right now. He loves to be out on center court and play in front of his crowd, and he has to return well to stay in the match here and really do some damage.
Becker to serve.
Sharp enough.
It's a good first volley from Boris. It stayed low, and then a good stretch. He really guessed well and played a good point. He has to play a lot of those points to really put pressure on Patrick.
$15.
Inside the baseline from Patrick Rafter, really hit that backhand well and took it very early. Great return of serve.
13-15.
there should be a few of those. And I think the significance already in this opening game of Becker having to get the first serve in. The quality of the return that cost him the point. He's dropped 30-15. Same again on the second serve.
30 all.
Same again. You can see how Patrick really stands inside the baseline and really takes a full swing at that ball. Just moves into the ball and plays it perfectly cross court.
One game on.
Yes, one game apiece, but arguably from a mental point of view, early points made by Rafter. Two fine returns of serve, one down the line, one cross court. Becker is going to have to serve well, that's for sure.
Love 15.
That's a good return, and there is,
13.
as ever on the centre court, considerable support for Mr. Becker.
That second serve of Patrick Rafter was very interesting. It bounced up very high, so Boris couldn't really get over the ball to get it down, and that's why the ball really flew that long and just landed outside the line.
That's a great shot by Becker.
Last moment he flicked at the wrist to get that ball cross-court. It was a great volley by Patrick Rafter, but deserved point from Boris.
So the first break points of the contest, two of them.
Becker leads 2-1. First set.
Well, that's really just what the doctor ordered from Boris Becker, to get the early break. And it's interesting that by no means is the centre court full, but it's probably more full than one might have anticipated for such an early start. Difficult for people to reorganize their own personal schedules. And I was commenting that Rafter had made a good early point in the second game, but he now has something to think about on the negative side. the details of the number 2 seed.
Time.
Best performance at Wimbledon is to reach the 4th round on 2 occasions. The 2nd occasion last year. But his big successes have come with 2 consecutive wins in the US Open.
Love.
Well placed first volley, really deep into the backhand corner, and Patrick tried to play cross court, didn't get enough on it, and an easy volley from Boris to win that point.
Slightly late call.
$30-15.
Rafter took a good look. Really trying to go wide to the Rafter forehand.
$40-13.
2 in the game. Really doesn't happen too often. 3 double faults from Boris in one game.
He knows he has to try a little bit more on his second serve to not give Patrick the chance to return that well as he did in the first game. So I think that's why he's going for a little bit more and is not having the range right now.
Advantage Becker.
Lovely volley.
Good stretch return by Patrick Rafter and great touch by Boris. Just let the wrist go a little bit and drop that volley in.
So basically you could say that 2 aces were worth more than 3 double faults in that last game. Confirms the break. 3-1 Becker. Barbara, as ever, in position. His wife.
$50. 30 love. Correction, first service.
Yes, I think the overall by the umpire, absolutely right. Looked good serve to me. Lars Graf of Bastad in Sweden. So the point is being replayed. Oh.
30-15.
Good anticipation from Boris to just put that over the net for a clean winner.
Ah.
14-15.
Beautifully cut away, even if it was slightly in extremis. And just inside the line. But what a difference when the return is high rather than down to his feet, which has been the case on a number of occasions already from Becker.
Game Rafter. Becker leads 3 games to 2. First set.
I must just ask you, Michael, as you're sitting here in the commentary box watching, is part of you wishing you were down there?
I think there's always a part, if you've played on this court, that you want to be out there. But you know, unfortunately, my time is over. I had a great last year when I played here in '97, playing the semi-finals, and the good memories really last. And I think that's a good thing to have.
High point, obviously, winning.
Obviously, yes.
Now, what about the start here?
I thought Patrick started really well in the beginning, serving well, but looking at the stats of his serve, he only won 50% of his first service points, what is just not enough for his kind of game, because if Boris gets a hold of his return and really starts returning down to his feet, he's going to be in a lot of trouble. And Boris is going to be picking up the serve much better the longer the match is going to go. So he has to start serving better, taking a little bit more risk, and put pressure on Boris.
There is Lara, Patrick's girlfriend, and sitting alongside her is one of 5 brothers, Jeff, who travels with him. He's also an acupuncturist.
$15 on. $30-15.
Boris seems to be right on his balance as well. I mean, he had to change directions, really just used the wrist and his body. And he seems to see the ball absolutely clearly at the time right now.
Oh, yes.
Third shot.
Just lovely to watch the delay. I don't think Becker had any idea where that was going. So forcing the error with the power off the ground brings a break point against the Becker serve. Great angle then, Becker.
One of Boris's favorite shots over the years that he likes to play on grass. It's this is, I don't even know how to call it, this off backhand cross court where he takes all the pace off the ball and it just dies on the grass court. And he wins a lot of points with that.
Advantage, Becker. Cheers. Advantage, Becker. Cheers.
In fact, rather more inside than I appreciated. Again, it was just a touch short and he seized upon it very quickly.
beautiful shot by Patrick. It was a good second serve Boris hit, good return. The volley was not long enough, really, and not enough in the corner. And he placed it really well and took a big hit at it. Beautiful point.
Second chance for the break back. Really is pressing Becker in this game on his serve. Hasn't found the ace he was been looking for. It's a beautiful pass again.
Three games on.
So back to parity. Well earned by Patrick Rafter. Mike De Palma sitting alongside Barbara Becker. Mike De Palma has been hitting partner and part-time coach with Becker and Dennis Roach. I beg his pardon, sorry. Tony Roach, of course.
Love 15.
Yes, that volley was about as loose as my Christian naming of Mr. Roach.
That's just a beautiful balance of the body he had to move forward, then he decided to stay back and just play that as a half volley and just place it perfect. No better way to play that shot. So Boris probably felt he had to do the same thing and just come back on Rafter to do something especially the same.
That would be in character, wouldn't it? Yes, I think, but called out.
40-30.
Big point, and Lansgraf confirming the line's call.
Rafter leads 4 games to 3. First set. Ball change, please.
So both players have managed the run of 3 games, and every promise of a fine contest here. Quality high at the opening, and as far as Patrick Rafter is concerned, particularly Michael on the backhand side.
Yes, very dangerous on his backhand, but it is his better shot. His forehand is the weaker one of those two, but his backhand passes have been extremely well played today. I mean, you see on this shot how strong he is. I mean, he just gets back, stands very stiff, and just hits that ball moving backwards a little bit.
And always, oh, that's interesting. 5 on the backhand, 1 on the forehand. Early days yet. Becker not yet getting a baseline winner on that side. But it's interesting that we're talking about returns of services and passing shots, and not just about the serve, which does tend to dominate, but there's a bit of pressure on the Becker serve if he doesn't get the first one in, and he's been overstretching for that first one, hasn't he?
Yeah, didn't have an easy service game so far. I mean, he double faulted a couple of times. He really struggled a little bit, but once he's at the net, it seems like the ball seems to be so big and he knows exactly what's happening. And I played him, so I know when he's at the net, he is big. I mean, he is difficult to pass. But Rafter's doing a great job so far. Got the break back and is in the lead.
Love 15.
Interesting to see that Boris's body language just now after that double forward, what has been his 6th double forward, I think, just starts to get a little bit frustrated with his serving, and interesting to see an early stage.
Love 30. Love 40.
I think he was losing his balance a little bit as he played that, and his feet just went. A lot of rain, of course, over the last 2 days, but that's the first slip of the contest. Puts Becker in some problem. Love 40.
50 and 40.
But a bit the measure of the man that in such trouble he finally comes out with the first serve he's been looking for 2 service games now. Needs some more.
It's a pretty good effort to play that drop volley on a break point against you to, you know, to stay within that set, and he did extremely well to recover from that.
Too long.
Rafter leads 5 games to 3.
Well, if the break was going to come, you would have anticipated it would be on that side, but really the volley was too short from Becker. To a man who's proving what a quality shot he has on that side. So here's Patrick Rafter serving for the first set.
50 love. Chill out. Chill out.
Some good quality serving, keeping Becker pinned back, and here are 3 set points.
Game, first set, Rafter. 6 games to 3.
So a run of 5 games from 3-1 down has put Patrick Rafter very much in the driving seat.
Yeah, I mean, he's stuck with Boris. He hang in there. He tried to get that first service break back from Boris. And Boris's body language changed completely in the last 2-3 games. I mean, he went from really being in charge of the match, being at the net, looking like 2.50 meters tall, everything, to just not hitting his balls at all. He's just staying back. He's not energetic. He just seems to have lost a lot of energy in that first set, just losing it right now.
It really changed in that 6th game when he finally lost his serve after 4 deuces, and the double faults, 6 of them, have really counted against him. It's a test for him. I mean, he came here feeling that he still had a chance, he still could compete with the big boys, and on this centre court, which he said used to belong to him, which in fairness it did, if he's going to go down, you can guarantee he's going to go down fighting. Long way to go yet.
Second set. Becker
Cricket well represented here. Mr. and Mrs. Tony Lewis. Tony, BBC until he became president of the MCC.
Love 15. Love 30.
And the sport certainly well represented here. Mr. and Mrs. Craig Reedy. Craig was chairman of the British Olympic Association and a member on the International Olympic Committee.
Love 40.
It's amazing what happened in the last 5 games to Boris, his game. I mean, he played well, and all of a sudden it seems like he's not knowing what to do against the good returning of serves that Patrick does have right now. His own serve is not as penetrating as he wants to, and he's just struggling very much.
3 break points.
Game. Rafter. First game, second set. Rafter leads by 1 set to love.
Now, Boris Becker's had many a test on this centre court since he won the title for the first time in '85, kept it the next year, won it again in '89. But he is finding this at the moment a little hot to handle because his service is not working well and his opponent is returning quite superbly.
And again, it was the chip return that Patrick just had here, and same thing there. And Boris is just not guessing right at all at the moment, and he lost his footage there a little bit. But you know, it's funny to see. It's not funny, but it's funny to see that he lost so much of his energy level from the beginning of the match up to this stage in the match right now. And I mean, he is a true champion. He's proven it in the past, and I think he's going to come back and he's going to keep fighting as hard as he can. But it's tough right now.
50 love. Love. Love.
Frankly, you could play those all night.
Go!
Rafter leads 2 games to love.
And really a very easy game for Patrick Rafter. Where's the cream? The best second serve from Becker for some considerable time. A bit too short again after being just narrowly too long on the first serve.
Yeah, the serve is way too short to do any damage whatsoever to Patrick, and it's easy for Patrick to really step into it and just hit a clean winner.
Thirty. Fifteen, 40.
Eighth double fault. And 2 more break points. Just one serve, he said, just one. Well, he got one.
40.
Maybe got away with it just a little bit. But the crowd here would like to see him have a modicum of fortune, and he's certainly in need of it at this juncture. Still break point. Don't think that Cyclops is his favourite machine. It's constantly beeping at him.
Rafter lines. Long.
And you can understand his reaction, and it may have helped him a little bit, that discussion. But it's all about millimeters almost, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, once a player feels it's not right, I mean, you just set your mind so much onto this that you believe it's not your own fault. The ball is going long, it's the machine's fault. And it might help. It just might help to get him pumped up a little bit and find his rhythm.
He plays instinctively.
Advantage Becker. Rafter leads 2-1. Second set, and by 1 set to love.
And I think it's a revealing statistic. That was ace number 5. Ace number 4 was in the 4th game of the match. And he's waited that length of time. But at least he denied his opponent the double break, which would surely have been forcing him to come back from 2 sets to love down.
And that shows that he is a true champion on this court, in this stadium, that he just didn't give up. He knows that every game, every point really counts on this surface. And I think the second set would have been decided if Rafter would have taken that second break and just would have moved on. And being 2 sets to love down, then again, is very difficult to come back from. And he did extremely well to recover and to stay within that set.
Chris Patton also in the raw box, former governor of Hong Kong, about which he wrote in fascinating style. Do it for us, Pommies, Pat.
Time.
Well, they've had a reasonably successful summer so far in England. The Australians, and they're getting support here from. He's getting support here from the British. But Becker not lacking in supporters either. And if he's got the gremlins out of his mind, this could still be a really fine contest. But he's a break behind.
Left for service. Left for service. Lovely team.
Boris has to make Rafter play more balls, play more volleys, so he's also able to make mistakes. I mean, that's what he has to count on right now as well, so he has to get the return over the net.
(30-15).
Good pickup volley from Patrick Rafter, and I think it's about the first backhand passing shot that Boris has hit so far in this match.
Gives him break point.
Two games on.
Well, how quickly things change. The complaint about the machine has certainly helped Becker back into the match. Well, like the crowd, there's a bit of humour from the commentator in reaction to that, but it must be very annoying for Becker. But it may well have made his point for him that the machine is not totally in control of itself.
Love 15. Fifteen all. Fifteen. Left versus.
Foul.
Third all.
He looks at the corner and he didn't miss it by much. Just those little fractions making a big difference. Played it quite beautifully off his body, but again he doesn't quite get the penetration.
30-40.
Break point.
Let versus.
I'm serving today. I can't believe it. Let.
Game, Rafter. Rafter leads 3-2, second set, and by 1 set to love.
10th double fault for Boris Becker, who is very unhappy with life. In the penultimate point, he missed the junction of tram line and service line by such a fraction, and that's been the story of his serving. And as you probably heard him say, I really can't believe how I'm serving here.
I feel very sorry for him right now, because I mean that's not the player that everybody knows. I mean, he's really not playing at his best at the moment, and I know how it feels. I mean, the first thing that goes normally within a match, if you're not on a high energy level and you're not really pumped up that much anymore, is the serve, and it's a fraction of tossing it 5 centimeters too low, too high, too right, left, whatever it might be, and the result is just double folding so much as he does. And it's just a circle. It just comes back to you all the time. You feel like the serve's not going, anything else is not going, and everything is against you. The machine isn't working. And it's just, it's. I feel very sorry. I know how it feels, what he's going through right now.
Well, he's broken back once. But Rafter again with the advantage. 3-2. It's out, but it was a valiant attempt.
And those are the moments when you feel the tennis field is getting smaller and smaller every shot you hit.
30 love. love.
Well, the press photographer's got the shot. Getting over the ball, dipping it down to Rafter's feet. It's a beautiful backhand smash.
Rafter leads 4-2.
I think he has the backhand smash in the world. I mean, he's so strong of his lower arm and his wrist, and I mean, he hits it as hard as I did hit my smashes. Not quite, maybe.
No, I think you're being a touch generous to him.
Love 15. Love 30.
An hour gone. And is it the hour for Becker's departure?
Love 40.
And I can't remember a match, and I doubt if others can too, when he served so many double faults.
Yeah, if I would be his coach, I don't even know what to tell him right now what to do. I mean, what to change or what not to change.
Found one there.
15-14.
That's a fine shot. The running forehand by Patrick Rafter. There was nothing wrong with the length of that volley. Wasn't as strong as it might have been there, Michael.
5-2, second set.
No, I mean, he's
By
trying
1
to
set
play a
to
little
love.
bit safe right now,
Ball change,
Boris.
please.
Just get the balls in and make Patrick miss. But you have to say, you only play as good as your opponent lets you play. And Rafter's really playing, I think, one of his best grass court matches ever. He's not doing anything wrong except losing his serve twice, but he's still up 6-3, 5-2. So it's a great performance and a great match play by Patrick Rafter.
And he's in the first time, but he is playing well, and a quarter-final place beckons.
If I would be Boris, probably I would try to change my tactics of match play a little bit. I probably would start playing from the back a little bit more and just take a chance. I mean, he comes in serving badly, not winning any points, and just play more baseline tennis maybe with Patrick and try to upset him, try to break his rhythm.
What a great champion watching. Working for NBC, Chris Evert. I'm sure she's very popular in her own area, that lady. Not as well known as Chris Evert.
Love 15. Left, first race. All.
Becker was looking at something of a mirror image then, after playing it every bit as well as he can.
30-15.
Two points away from a 2 sets to love lead.
All. Second set, Rafter. 6-2. Rafter leads by 2 sets to love.
So the number 2 seed, Rampant, leads
Third
by
set,
2
Becker
sets
to serve.
to love.
Love. Left. Second service. Love. $40-15.
Becker hadn't crossed the service line. That's the first drive volley we've seen from him. And he was pretty comfortable.
40-30.
And pretty powerful.
And that serve missed by a long margin, so his toss and feeling for the serve is gone right now.
Cheers.
He tried to improvise, but without confidence, and I think it was a correct call.
Clearly on the corner. I don't understand.
I think it was a good call. Becker's gone from 40 love to deuce. Interesting that he was complaining it himself a few moments ago in German for the first time. I don't know what significance that is, but maybe you can throw in a few different words. Our play.
Advantage Becker.
Really seems at that moment to have soft strings. Didn't make sure, Becker.
Cheers.
It's interesting to see that Boris doesn't come up with a different game plan, somehow changing something. I don't know what. I mean, I'm not out there. I know it's very difficult, but Rafter is still playing extremely well on his returns and his passing shots.
Advantage Becker. Cheers.
And this is a real battle by the former champion to stay alive. His last appearance at Wimbledon. Deuce for the third time in a game that he led 40 love.
Left versus. Advantage Becker.
Fourth game point.
Game Becker. First game, third set. Rafter leads by 2 sets to love.
Oh, had to work hard, but he's off in the lead in the third set. In the past, he's played 11 5-set matches at Wimbledon. Only in the very last one against Miles McLagan has he come from 2 sets to love down. I remember very well his first against Joachim Nystrom in 1985 on the old #1 court. I've forgotten how many times Nystrom served for the match. But Becker just would not be beaten, and of course went on to become Wimbledon's youngest champion at 17 years and 7 months. I'll just look at the comparison of percentage of the first serve. 41% only from Becker. Rafter, who's only served one ace,
Time.
up at 71. Version of the flag for the next match, red, white and blue.
Foul.
Love.
Go, Boris.
Well, it's the right shot and it would have been a winner. Instead, he's loved 30 down.
I think it shows what. Sorry, I think it shows what happens today with his game. It's just not quite happening.
Game, Rafter. One game on.
Well, that's no consolation to Boris Becker, but Patrick Rafter from Australia is playing well enough, if he can maintain this sort of form, to win the title here.
I think you're right, Barry. If he keeps up that way of play, I mean, there's not anybody who's going to beat him. But as a tennis player, you know that's difficult to do that day in, day out. So he should be happy about his performance today.
All.
It's a very telling statistic. But the old campaigner is not done for yet. Oh.
15-30.
And I'm afraid he has no one to blame but himself there, because that was a misjudgment. The ball definitely dropped in. Just on the side of the line, it was tight. Not sure, Michael?
You know, it's always difficult to see from out here. I mean, we're not sitting right behind the line, but he wouldn't have had it anyway. And, you know, that's just the way the umpire calls it.
Job.
And he took his irritation out on the next serve. Yes, he's now wondering, querying, are you sure that that was actually out?
It's a very dangerous moment for Patrick right now because Boris is using those line calls and everything just to loosen himself up a little bit, to change the rhythm of the match, change the atmosphere in the stadium. And if Patrick doesn't really stay on top of the game right now, it might change very quickly in this set.
That was a voice of experience.
I've been there. I've experienced it, especially with Boris as well.
Cheers.
What followed was the 12th double fault.
Advantage, Becker. Cheers.
Just too good. Took his time, picked his spot. No chance for Boris to get anywhere close to the ball.
Advantage, Rafter.
It was a magnificent shot, but the Becker of old would have got the volley rather deeper than that. Break point.
Rafter leads 2-1, third set, and by 2 sets to love.
Perfect serve. Picked a good spot. Didn't play it wide enough on that shot, but still, when Patrick plays beautiful forehand cross-court shot, unreachable, he's just on top of his game right now.
Well, it's interesting that on the winners from the baseline, that his forehand is closing up on his backhand. I thought Gustavo Gerten had the best backhand that I've seen here. I was even comparing him the other day with yours, Mr. Stick, but this is impressive.
Now, he's strong. I mean, Patrick is a very, very strong player, physically unbelievably strong, and he's capable of playing also backhands out of situations where other guys wouldn't be able to play anything and make anything out of it. And then again, you have to say Boris is playing most of the time of his volleys go to Rafter's backhand and allow him the passing shots. And I'm a little bit surprised he doesn't change anything. He doesn't mix up anything in his game. And, you know, now it's the time to do it. He's got nothing else more to lose, and only can win.
And there's an absent seat in the players area. Barbara has left, for the moment at least, Mrs. Becker.
love. 15 all.
Brute force and knowledge.
(30-15).
Where was the machine?
Which arm was long and it doesn't call it, then you call it good if you don't call it. Good. Have to pay, you know. If you close ball.
Throughout the match, this side where Patrick Rafter is serving from right now has been the side where he has been struggling from. He did receive both of his breaks on this side, and I don't know why this might be, but he is struggling always from this side a little bit more than the other side of the court.
(40-30).
Yes.
Cheers. Advantage, Rafter. Left versus. Cheers.
Very well played. Great return from Boris. Stepped inside the baseline. You can see it here. And then just hit that second shot perfectly. Wrong footing Rafter. Back to deuce.
Advantage, Rafter. Game, Rafter. Rafter leads 3-1. (15-11). 30 love. $30-15. 40-15. Rafter leads 3-2, third set, by 2 sets to love.
Well, again, Boris Becker had to work hard, and because things that used to become natural to him in terms of volleys in particular are not doing so today, Michael.
Yes, we just talked about it. I think he's not penetrating enough on his shots overall. He's not having enough speed on his shots, and probably that's a difference. I mean, we talked about it before. He is 31 years old. He has played this game for 14 years, won his first Wimbledon 14 years ago here. What is a great effort and a great achievement. And now Rafter, he's facing a guy like Rafter who's young, who's eager, who's very strong, physically stronger than probably Boris has ever been throughout his career because of the game changing as well. And there's just a difference probably in physical strength, and he just feels it right now. And you feel the atmosphere in the stadium. The people don't really believe that it's going to happen anymore. So they are just, you know, very undecided what's going to happen here. And Boris is not on his top.
Yes. I think they feel they may well be watching the changing of the guard. Has come back 10 times from 2 sets to love down in 47 5-set matches, but it's asking a heck of a lot.
Love 15. Fifteen on. $30-15. $30
30 all in game 6.
40.
And the break point for Boris Becker. Lost his serve in the third game and has generally been up against it after starting the better of the two.
Three games on.
Well, the crowd have been watching in doubt, feeling that they were watching the changing of the guard. I wonder. Becker hoping to kick it out.
Last 15.
This has been the great strength of Patrick Rafter. Some really fine passes on the backhand side, reminiscent of the gentleman with me in the box, Mr. Stick. There are some signs here, Michael.
Beautiful shot. I mean, he is a little bit off balance, just plays that drop shot beautifully. Patrick slipping a little bit, but no chance to get there. And he's back in the match. I mean, this set is very, very important for the outcome of this match, because if he can just lift his game, he's always dangerous. He is a champion and he knows what it takes to win.
Becker has had a problem with the service, and when it's dropped short, that has been a very telling weapon for Patrick Rafter. Becker served a lot to his backhand and hasn't gained too many dividends from it, and lost many.
You have to say it's poor play at that moment, because he did play the volley again to Rafter's backhand. Had a pretty easy volley just to get it over the net. Tried to do too much with it, play a drop shot volley and play the special ball, and just didn't work out. And so 2 break points again for Patrick Rafter.
Rafter leads 4 games to 3, third set by 2 sets to love.
Well, he suffered through lack of penetration and power on his volleys, which have been gobbled up many times. That time he was intent on making sure, and he puts it up.
Yeah, went for too much, picked the wrong side once again in this match, went for the much difficulter volley, and yeah, it's just not going his way at all. Everything is just dropping out by centimeters. His first serve is the same thing. It's always missing by just a couple of centimeters, and as you see, he's very unhappy. And no, I feel sorry for him right now at this time, because he doesn't know what to do to change it.
Well, he's played 47 5-set matches in his career. 10 times he's come back from 2 sets to love down. Only once here at Wimbledon has he come from 2 down, and that was in the opening round of this championship. Rafter 4-3 and 2 sets to love up.
15 love. Love.
Serving extremely well throughout the match. Not as fast as a lot of other players within the tournament here, but very accurate, very down to the middle, and enough speed to don't give Boris a chance to get it back.
Rafter leads 5-3. Ball change, please.
Well, you can feel around the centre court asking the question, is this to be Becker's last service game? Wimbledon has to win it, stay in the championship.
Love.
8 aces, but 12 double faults.
On.
I think that has been the story of the match throughout those 3 sets. The ball not missing by only a centimeter. That ball was quite long and missing by a long margin. And that has been the story of his game today.
It has been such a weapon, but too often Becker has been too short and lacking in penetration. Just too sad. The spirit unquestioned, but the flesh on that occasion weak. Faces 2 match points. Still match point against him. That was outrageously wild.
6-2 to 6-3.